G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Daily FX levels for the British pound crosses. Maybe a holiday in the part of the world that you're trading currently. Today, Easter Monday, the markets are trading. Looking at the pound Australian as we start our week. Market broke down below the 97.50 box on our 4-hour chart. We see that market currently trading in the middle of that 250 pip box after going 1, 2, 3 down and sideways into the close. This 97.50 area could act as potential resistance for selling. Stop hunt high, dropping down to 9,500, or vice versa. The market may come down to stop hunt the lows from a few weeks ago on this 4-hour level at 9,500. Currently on our 15-minute chart, we'll just bring this back, we see the market is trading inside of Friday's range still between 9,700 and 9,600. There are stops from the Asian session currently still probably sitting just above us here, 9,700 area. We could see that market hit those stops or come down and target traders who are profitable from the Asian long positions. That market could find support around 96.50 and reverse and continue moving towards Friday's high. We may see Friday acting as a reversal area. We see 2 hits to the low on Friday, then doing that again this morning, and a shift into that upper 50 pip box. We could see this market continue to break through 9,700, retesting Friday's high and possibly moving towards last week's level at 99.50. The opposite of that is we could see this market break down, stop hunting traders from the Asian longs, pulling back at 96.50 to retest the overall lows of today and last week. Currently in the middle of the high and the low, but traders who are long from the Asian session are still in profit. I'll just tighten this up. Currently off of 50, so we'll see how this market handles this high. Currently the market is still sort of not really gone through that high. They've tapped the highs, but they haven't, still maybe they may test that 9,700 area. We're heading into the Europe Open as we speak. Our next pair up is the pound Canadian. Again, looking at the pound Canadian from last week, we're in the middle of this 250 pip box. The market did find a bit of resistance in that upper part of the 9,500 pip area. There are stops up there from Friday night. We also have traders who were long off of 72.50. So currently in the middle of that box, on the 15-minute chart, we saw Friday, a good Friday. The market largely stayed consolidated in that sideways 100 pip box between 93.50 and 74.50. The median price right now is 7,400. We could see this area act as support for a continuation of that move from last week's run up. If we scrunch the chart up a little bit, we'll see the market moved up, made new highs before consolidating sideways. Again, currently our highs and lows are in this 74.40 area. We have stops underneath of the 73 from Asia, 73.70 region. So again, if this market was to find support off double zeros, we could see that market continue its move from the long direction. Currently on the inside. So you want to see traders, we want to see the market stop hunt on one side or the other. We might see a breakout pullback. We could see this go sideways underneath the zeros for retesting the lows. But essentially, as we head into that Europe changeover, we could see double zeros be the median price for a move up or down. Our next pair is the pound Swiss. The pound Swiss broke through that upper 250 box a few weeks ago. They retested 3 pushes down, finding support on the original breakout before shifting up last week and consolidating above that 2,000 pip area box. We do have sideways price action with lows at that 200 2,000 pip area, and the market on our 15-minute chart, if we move this sideways, we can see again similar. The market moved up above the double zeros, making new highs before consolidating underneath that 2050 area, and we're currently heading back towards the highs of the day. There are stops above Friday's highs. We could see this market break out to continue that move up, breakout pullback, and continue off of 50 for a move towards last week's high up above that 2090 region. Again, working from the high and the low, we want to see how the market handles the high. If it breaks through and pulls back, we might see that market retest. If it was to roll over, we could see that market stop hunt towards the low of the day. Our next pair is the pound yen. The pound yen is another pair that tried to break into that upper 250 pip box. It was at major round numbers at 3,500. It consolidated sideways before breaking underneath of that 3,500 area this morning. Now, we do have a breakout above a high from a few weeks ago around that 3430 region. So currently where we're at, this area at 50 to 30 could act as support. We've cleared stops out from last week in that area. When we look at our 15-minute chart, we can see a potential peak formation that formed on Thursday. We saw the market move up from lows that were down at 3,300. The pound yen is a pair that probably trades a bit stronger, specifically off of its highs and lows. We could find this 3,500 area today acting as a potential resistance area for a stop hunt high and a rollover back retesting the lows. If the market was to work the low down at 3450, we could see that market possibly head back long. Currently, I would suggest that we may see the market retest or go sideways around the previous low from Friday and maybe retest back down towards 3,400 or further down. So 3,500 could act as a major level either for a breakout pullback continuing the long move, currently being down below with stops from the Asian session around Friday's low. We could see that area act as a selling area above 3,450 for the move back down. Our next pair, pound New Zealand. Again, another pair that sold off Thursday, Friday to consolidate around that 2,500 area. The market currently auctioning sideways and testing the highs from the close of that last 12 hours in the Friday session. Good Friday again, a fairly quiet sideways day. So the market could resume its downward move into that lower 250 pip box. If it was to find support at that 500 area, we may see the market retest back up towards that 750 area up top. On our 15-minute chart, again, we saw a strong sell-off on Thursday from that smaller M double top pattern. The market then consolidated into Friday's session. This 550 area may act as a selling area at Friday's high. Good Friday again, largely a sideways day. The lows from Friday, again, if we were in a larger rectangle and this area was to be a sell-off area, we could see the market work the high before rolling back down and retesting not only the low of the day, but possibly the lows of Friday. But if the market was to break above that 50 area and Friday's high, finding support for a breakout pullback, we could see this market work back up to retest the stops from Thursday's peak formation high. Our last pair, British pound. Again, this pair worked up into the high of the 250 pip box. We see the market consolidating up top. If the market was to break above that 2,500 pip box area, we could see that market continue its move in the long direction. So we could see that market breakout pullback for a continuation of a measured move up. The other scenario, of course, is that the market finds resistance at that 2,500 area for a retest on the breakout level at 2250 last week. Currently on our 15-minute chart, we're inside of Friday's range between 2450 and that 24.85 area. The market is working up towards the high as we head into the Europe Open. I'll just bring this chart a bit tighter together. Maybe even, oops, scrunch that up even a bit more. We could see this market, it has possibly forming a bit of a head and shoulders type of scenario. If it was to break below Friday's low, this market could have the potential to make a large measured move down. But if we saw this market punch up towards that 2490, 2500 area, we could see the double zeros act as a breakout pullback support area for a continuation of that drive up. Currently, though, we want to see that market break out of Friday's range on one side or the other, or find resistance and or support for a selling high or a buying low scenario. So hopefully you got some value from that today, traders. Stay disciplined, stay focused. There is no major news on the calendar today. Again, Easter Monday in some parts of the world, so there's no trading on some of the major markets. The U.S. markets are open tonight. Stay disciplined, stay focused, use good risk management, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.